The following contains flashing images. No, really, I can't believe I have to say this for a flight review. Well, good morning. It's about 5 o'clock in the morning and I'm at Paris Orly Airport. So my first leg of flying today is the TAP Portugal from here in Orly down to Lisbon. Then we're going onwards to San Francisco on the new A330neo, which should be very interesting. I'll be going at the back in economy, so come join me. This is the first trip of my round-the-world itinerary. I arrived last night from London on the Eurostar, and I had a long walk from my airport hotel. I had originally checked in online, but went to a check-in desk to change my seat to a window seat, because, not a monster. TAP Air Portugal has been growing quite aggressively over the past few years. For the year of 2019, TAP reported that they had their best year yet, flying over 17 million passengers, an increase of 8.2% over the previous year. TAP have also been investing in a new fleet. Their extremely competitive fares have played a huge role in their growth, which is why I am here today. So, once airside, my aircraft was already waiting for me. This aircraft was first delivered to Jazeera Airways from New, and then joined TAP Air Portugal in June 2014. The aircraft has been refurbished with the new slimline seats. You'll notice that the aircraft is fitted with only economy seats, but the red seats indicate economy extra seats. Passengers booked in executive class will be offered these seats as standard, but economy passengers can pay extra to sit in these seats. If you go further back into the aircraft, you'll see the green seats, which indicate the standard economy seat, which is where I will be sitting. Now, I'm not going to lie to you. This is the controversial bit of the video. This is my opinion, and please take it with a pinch of salt. These seats are tight. Very tight. Now, I'm not the tallest person in the world, but boy oh boy, you really are crammed in. Now, I know. It's easy for me to grumble, as I was not expecting it to be this tight, especially for a flag carrier. But TAP Portugal priced their flights as competitively as possible, while still flying as a full-service carrier. But I do feel other full-service carriers offer more space for your basic ticket. I could have paid more, absolutely, but I want this review to show the experience that you get if you've paid for the basic fare. Once established in the cruise, we were given a complimentary snack in the form of a Portuguese carrot cake. It tasted better than it looked. Is it me, or do these seats look like nipples? The legroom really did frustrate me though. I genuinely did not expect it to be so tight. We parked up in a remote stand and we were taken to the main terminal by bus. It seems like a lot of flights park up on these remote stands, meaning that there was a massive queue to get into the terminal. It really took us quite a while to get in.
Thank you very much. Take care.
To the next flight, all the way to San Francisco. This is what I've been waiting for, the Airbus A330neo. Isn't she stunning? This A330neo was delivered in April 2019, brand new to TAP Air Portugal. She has been lovingly named D. Maria I, who was the Queen of Portugal from 1777 until 1816. Hey, at least you're going to learn something out of this. The decor on TAP Air Portugal's aircraft has really remained consistent throughout my trip so far. The colours are typically Portuguese. Even the mood lighting during boarding were in these bright colours. It really was on brand, and I love an airline that really represents its country very well. Mercifully, the seats offer 31 inches of pitch. There are adjustable headrests which are not intrusive at all. The seat was extremely useful with plenty of storage. The literature pocket was much higher up, meaning your legroom really isn't compromised at all. Below, there are additional small pockets, perfect for storing your electronic devices and passport without it going right into the depths of the pocket and getting lost. A pillow and blanket are provided, although I didn't really film it very well, as well as earphones. Maybe bring your own headphones. The screen has USB charging and a standard headphones jack. Now, there are no personal air vents fitted on this aircraft, but the cabin crew controlled the temperature very well and it was very comfortable throughout the flight.
Martins Ventura and the entire crew, on behalf of TAP Air Portugal, a Airlines member, would like to welcome you on board our flight TP237. Our flight time to San Francisco will be 12 hours and 50 minutes. Please...
Now, almost immediately after takeoff, the cabin crew requested for the window blinds to be closed, so I did, sort of, thinking I was trying to film the full flight. Lunch was served with an option of chicken curry or tomato pasta. I opted for the tomato pasta. On your tray was a salad with dressing, a bread roll, and a passion fruit mousse. Now, researching this further, I have discovered that this is a Brazilian delicacy, but who's really checking these things? Get ready for the reveal. The tomato... Oh wait, that's not right. The tomato pasta! It was tasty, but oh boy, that dessert was absolutely divine. Okie dokie, and with that, the crew turned the lights off and that was that really. I should have filmed more really. I'm really not good at this at all. Right, let's talk about the in-flight entertainment. On your boarding pass, you are presented with a code, which you type into your screen. You don't have to do it if you don't want to, but this effectively acts as your profile and it personalises your in-flight entertainment. If you were to switch seats, this code will follow you and it will load your profile. You can personalise your profile with a list of favourite films and shows you wish to watch. The in-flight entertainment system was absolutely superb. The touchscreen was responsive and there were plenty of film and TV options. I mean, this is a 12-hour flight and I didn't get bored once. I loved how connected my in-flight entertainment was, displaying the latest news and even the weather at my destination. You can lose track of what's going on in the world when you're up at 35,000 feet. TAP Portugal provides Wi-Fi on board. The best part about this though was that even basic economy passengers were entitled to messaging Wi-Fi, which works with various messaging apps. I was able to keep in touch with Mary throughout my journey. Although it didn't work the first time on my phone because my phone's I was able to get it working. The Wi-Fi plans are reasonable if you did decide to partake in that. Approximately an hour and a half before landing, a pre-landing snack was served. I didn't want to turn on the lights and disturb the other passengers around me who were sleeping, so here's a picture of my meal. It was a simple platter with cheeses and meats. It was almost a make-your-own bread roll. It was really, really lovely and fresh, and the meat really it was a lovely, lovely taste.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Speaking weather is not now. This interval services we expect to land in about 25 minutes. Weather presently is light wind from the west. The skies overcast and the temperature now is 14 degrees Celsius. It's around 57 degrees Fahrenheit. I wish you a pleasant stay in San Francisco and thank you for having fun with us.
TAP Air Portugal really surprised me. I did not know what to expect when I first booked the flights. Admittedly, I picked TAP Air Portugal purely for the A330neo. Their product offering was exceptional. I paid for a basic ticket, which was the most restrictive. I had no whole baggage and any seating assignments must be paid for. But I do get complimentary food and drinks, and a modern fleet, and a professional crew as well. Their A330neo is an absolutely fantastic product, and this is where the real shock comes into play. I paid £150 for my one-way ticket to San Francisco. £150, and I get all that. That is great value for money. To put things into perspective, departing London, I had Norwegian as my cheapest offering at £180 one way, but to get the same level of standard of product, I would have had to pay more. Now, I'm sure you know by now my one grumble, and that is their standard seat on the A320. 28 inches is far too tight, but if you can look past the seat, then the value for money is worth suffering the small 2-hour jaunt down to Lisbon in that seat.
Ladies and gentlemen, have just landed in San Francisco. Please remain seated with your seatbelts fastened until the fasten seatbelt sign is switched off. Please check around your seat.
Well, there you go. The first set of flights on my round-the-world adventure. I hope you enjoyed my review of the TAP Air Portugal economy product. I hope you'll be able to subscribe for more. The next video will be of my second leg of my round-the-world adventure as we cross over the international date line. I hope you can join me there. Take care, and we'll see you